Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm a client or a patient of Dr. Altman. He asked me to do a testimonial because I have had not one but two. I'm in the process of my second injury, and I've had a remarkable recovery. A little bit about myself. I am 62. And I've been, I would say I'm considered fairly active. I've always exercised, and in the past, many years, I'll do some Pilates a couple times a week. I'll do a strengthening class a couple times a week. And if I'm not doing those, I'm going for fairly long walks, anywhere from like 4 to 6 miles. So pretty active. I got to Dr. Sean Altman because I had a weird thing that happened. It wasn't necessarily an aha injury, but I was finding myself lifting my left leg to get in the car, lifting my leg to get out of the car, lifting my leg to get into bed. And that was kind of going on with me not being totally aware that I literally could not lift my left leg. And it wasn't till I was sitting at home, I was sitting in a chair and I had my feet onto the ottoman, which I realized I had put my left leg on the ottoman, and then I tried to cross my leg. Literally could not even pick up my leg. It didn't even look like I was attempting to pick up my leg. And my husband was like, that is not good. And realizing that was not good. I didn't realize that I literally could not use that muscle, or there was no functioning of that left leg. So I got to, I think, a physiologist, and I was able to get an X-ray and an MRI. The MRI showed that I had a torn labral tear in my left leg. She strongly recommended that I see Dr. Sean Altman because he was doing some new things with FSM and this thing called Altpoint. I went to see him, and he provided this treatment on my left leg, which involves some acupuncture needles and some electrical currents. I am almost in disbelief because I'm such a skeptic, but I went and I was treated, I think, weekly from like June until July, August, September. Like 2 months, and slowly I was able to regain that function of being able to lift my leg. It was remarkable. I was a very good patient. I love Dr. Sean Altman because I naturally ask a lot of questions almost through the entire treatment, so I'm sure that was a little annoying for him. But I so was perplexed by why I wasn't able to use my leg, because I really didn't have an aha injury. And I was a very good patient of his. Whenever he told me what not to do, I literally did not do it. If he said, you're going to be very curious about your leg, see if you can lift it, try not to do it for the next 2 weeks, and I wouldn't. So with this treatment of the Altpoint, I was able to regain full function with my left leg in a matter of 2 months. And even then I was a bit frustrated because I'm just, as I said, I'm a skeptic, and I believe that surgery is supposed to, that's what you're supposed to do, is surgery, even though I know it's incredibly invasive. And he pointed out, he made a really good point. He was like, look, if you did go into surgery, you would be taking so much more time to recover, which is true because it's so much more invasive. And with this, the Altpoint treatment, it was a matter of a couple months. And as I said, I was a very good patient. But it was a remarkable recovery, and now I do believe that this treatment works so much that when I finally got back into working out, I tore my rotator cuff, which I did realize what I did. It was very, very, very painful, and I could not use my arm. And so I'm currently seeing him right now for the same type of treatment, the Altpoint treatment. And I've done my second round. I have full mobility of my arm, and this happened 3 weeks ago. It still is a little uncomfortable, but the fact that I have mobility is, again, I find it, I find it remarkable. So I did want to share this with whomever is questioning whether they think this is the right treatment for you. Obviously, it's a decision that you have to make for yourself, but I, again, being a very huge skeptic of all things that aren't conventional, this has got me back to functioning. So I wish all those that are suffering from any injury to at least maybe give Dr. Sean Altman an opportunity to see you, because I've been very, very happy, and I'm back moving. So I wish you well. Bye-bye.